My whole herd had to go.
Yeah, and then you started with this, right?
I started with this.
Mike Carney has raised and sold cattle for a long time, Angus and Hereford, quality meats. Until one day about 5 years ago, one of his buddies changed his way of thinking.
And Bill says, have you tried that Wagyu? And I said, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Bill, because we both raise Angus and Hereford. And he had me taste just a little piece.
Wagyu beef, the best of the best. And right then and there, Mike knew he had to change his herd out for something better.
I couldn't say if I had a dream or what I had, but this is the way to go. I'm not going to raise these things anymore. So when you hear about meat that you're buying, Prime Plus, that kind of stuff, this is better than Prime Plus. I mean, it's just that good.
He needed more cattle and a salesman in Dave Best, who had to learn the business on the fly.
Well, we only started this a couple of years ago.
Are you surprised at what an expert you are?
No, I'm learning an awful lot about cows because I was spending a lot of time studying it. I didn't realize it was this complicated.
Complicated because there are many different types of Wagyu beef sold here in the United States. And in order to get certification, you have to follow very strict rules.
Ours is full-blooded. And there's something you got to know about Wagyu. You have to send their blood into the Wagyu Association so they can check, make sure the DNA is right, make sure the bloodlines are right, the way they can register the animal so that you're not getting any stuff in there that's called Wagyu. It's not really Wagyu.
Right.
So we have a lot of documentation. When we sell a steak, you're going to see that it's a full-blooded Wagyu.
Full-blooded Wagyu cattle is very rare. There are only about 5,000 in the entire country. But we're lucky enough to have the Carney Wagyu Ranch in Southington. About 70 full-blooded Wagyu cows right now, and a taste that can change a life.
So I tasted it, then I cooked it, and the rest is history. Once I tasted this stuff, I said, this is the way to go. This Hereford, Angus, whatever, is not the way to go.
Well, the tenderness was absolutely amazing. And the fact that there was so much marbling in there, it had a real buttery flavor as a result.
The marbling of a steak indicates the fat in the meat. Wagyu looks like a spider web of those little white lines when you see it, which adds to the taste when you cook it.
It'll marble out at anywhere on prime at 11, 12%. Wagyu starts at 21% marbling. So the taste is just light years ahead of Angus.
You got to know how to cook it. You just don't throw it on the grill and burn it. You do it through a skillet, and then you sear it on both sides, and then you cook it slowly after that. To keep the fats in there. Remember, omega-3 and omega-6.
Actually, you know, if you pay attention to the genetics, which we do, we have every cow tested for this. If the SCD scores come in AA and above 5 on the tenderness, you're not going to believe how it's going to taste. It's just amazing.
The good news for us, you can get it at certain area restaurants, like Gatsby's at the Grand Resort. Or if you want to cook it yourself, you can buy it through the website.
I think that, you know, given the number of restaurants in that category, in this caliber, we'll be able to sell quite a bit of it. That's what we're trying to do with 100% Wagyu, is to educate people as to what the difference really is.
And people are starting to get it?
Oh, yeah.
And so far, Mike and his team have never gotten a bad reaction to the taste of their beef.
Just what I'm saying. I've never tasted anything that good. And I said, I'm not lying to you. Try it, and if you don't like it, I'll give you your money back.
Like I said, they're rolling their eyes. I mean, I haven't had a negative reaction at all.
And they're pretty happy with it, I would think, right?
I think they're very happy with it because they keep coming back.